FOXY 107, 104, the real sound of the triangle. In the studio today, I have got the Marlon Wayans. I feel like I've been saying your voice like 50 times, saying your name 50 times a day all week long. People have been going crazy over seeing you at DPAC tonight, the Wild Child Tour. Why is it named that?
I don't know. Why you saying my name 50 times?
Well, because we were giving away tickets.
If I was Candyman, you'd be dead 10 times. Yeah, I'm gonna have fun.
Yeah.
I'm in a great place comedically and just creatively, so I'm looking forward to hitting that stage and making people laugh.
Now, is it different every night?
Every show, every audience, No, is my show different? I don't know. I probably change maybe some of it.
Mm-hmm.
I like to explore, so as much as I know my set, I like to leave room because I'm always writing.
Mm-hmm.
So I leave room for improv, but I know my set right now. You get a show.
And why is it the Wild Child Tour?
I don't know. I did this episode of Wayans Brothers, and they locked me in a closet, and I had foam on my mouth and an afro, and I was humping Pop's leg. And the name of the show was Wild Child. And I always felt like, deep down inside, that's probably me. I've always been a wild child, because I think that's just been in my family, we all have our own styles of humor, and mine has always been just wild.
And you're the youngest, right?
I'm the baby. Well,
so does
actually,
that come from
my
being
nephew,
the baby?
I was the baby, and then my sister had a baby when she was 16, and my mother adopted my nephew, stole her from my sister. So now I'm a middle child, and Craig's the baby.
Okay.
Craig.
So now that's okay. So that's how the whole Wild Child thing came together.
Yeah, and I just thought it was a cool name for it too, a Wild Child. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Little child running wild.
Now, when you are always changing and adjusting,
you don't know that Curtis Mayfield? I
think it was the octave.
Little child.
It practically sounds like Curtis Mayfield.
That's just like running wild.
Okay.
If you took all the dope instruments from behind Curtis's voice,
did the
it would sound like
it sounds just like that.
Child, running wild with a smile.
We gonna go with it. We gonna go with it. Okay, that's cool.
Go home and listen to it without.
No, in the car. I'm gonna pull it up.
No, you have to be home at the computer and find the acapella. And he stacked his.
On
so
YouTube,
if I stack that 100,
we can find the acapella.
Imagine if I stack that with "Little Child Running Wild."
And then you gave us all of the different tracks.
Little child running wild.
I'm gonna ask Paige, can you take this afterwards, edit it, stack those 3 parts, those 4 parts, and see if we can make it work.
I'm
just
telling
like
you.
it.
Thank you. If you was blindfolded, you'd be like, Curtis? Curtis.
Now, do you you said that you like to leave room for improv and everything.
Always.
With everything that's happened recently, are you getting into the political stuff, or are you leaving that alone?
I've adapted my father's mentality.
Okay.
My father said, God is my president, and he will always be. So I'm going to let God govern me and not let man, because if we bet on man, we're going to go to some really terrible places.
Dark
you bet
places.
on God, you always make the right vote. So I think it's too toxic to talk about. I mean, people are too passionate about it, and I just think it's such a divisive topic, and I think people need laughter more than anything. And I think that's too easy. For me to talk about politics is too easy. For me to talk about pop culture is too easy. I'd rather talk about me, what hurts me, and how I survived through terrible times in my life, so I can leave people with some spirit, and the joke will always be on me, and it's evergreen material. You can watch it 20 years from now, and it'll always be relevant. When I did Good Grief, which is about my parents passing and then losing 57 people I love, I talked about something that was honest, that broke me, and I gave spirit, and that's something people need. They need the blueprint on how to heal. And laughter is the entertainment, but there's always going to be a little message, and there's always going to be a little bit of God in there. So I'm doing more than comedy. It's like a great one-man show, and just so happens to be really funny.
Did you feel like that was like your own version of therapy, doing all of that and taking it to the stage?
Yeah. Why pay a therapist $250 an hour when I could get these suckers to come see me and they pay me $50 for an hour? You do that math. No, but honestly, I do a lot of therapy. I had 2 therapists at one point a week, and a lot of praying, a lot of God, and a lot of family. But stand up definitely in the audience, whether they know it or not, was very healing for me. To hear them laugh at the experience of what I went through, it helped me find like peace. Because once I finished the set, there was times I would do that set about my parents. I would cry after it, or cry in the middle. And now when I finally did it and I filmed the special, I cried in the special and I left it in because I want people to know, hey man, yeah, you hurt, but life goes on and we continue. And now I live for them, and now I miss my parents, but they with me. I got my left wing and my right wing right there, and I feel closer to them now and their passing than I ever have even when they were here. So I just miss them physically, but I'm in a great place, and I think stand up is a great place to do. It's your therapy. It's cathartic. You know what I mean? Like I feel everything I'm talking about. Like when I talked about the slap, when I did Good Grief, or God Loves Me, that wasn't about Will and Chris and Jada. That was about my journey in Hollywood, in encountering Will Smith, Jada, and Chris, and how that affected me, and how God speaks to us all through the weirdest of circumstances. Everything that's not about you is always about you. It's an individual, like this whole life we're walking in. It's an individual journey, and everything happens for you, and it's not happening to you.
That's deep.
Damn, look at that.
I mean, that's deep. I love it. Well,
see, if I do my jaw this way,
I think that if you open just a little bit more and lean on your soft palate.
Little child,
that's it.
Running wild.
That's it.
With a smile. Yeah, you're right.
He's like, you're gonna hear this. You were gonna hear it whether you want to or not.
Did you hear it? You liked it?
It was amazing. But did you listen to that on the way here?
Little child running wild. No, it's just she kept saying the Wild Child store. What's up? He heard it. You heard that beat. You heard me. You heard it.
This is our engineer, Jim Davis.
Running wild.
He's giving us his best Curtis Mayfield right now.
Sing with me. Later.
Okay, later.
Good job,
See
man.
ya.
Good job. You're almost there. Practice that. Remember this.
I completely lost my train of thought. Okay, so no, that's deep. I like the way you said it.
Yeah,
and
so I'm developing. I think as a comedian, I found my own voice. I found my own style, and I think that takes time. Like I don't have days off. I work every day. I haven't had a day off in probably 8, 9 months. Not one day. I just been going because I write movies and develop TV during the week. And then I get on a plane and I hit the stage, and I literally live on the stage. And after I've logged 10,000 hours in about 5 or 6 different disciplines in my craft, and now they're all coming together, and you see it on a stage, and it's just like, oh wow, because it took me a minute to become a stand-up, like a good stand-up. When I first started, when I did Wokish, that was my first one. I didn't know what I was really doing. I was just telling jokes. I had a format, and then over the course of my specials, I found my voice. I found my own paradigm of how I express, and I could take one topic and roll with it and do a Rubik's Cube, and I don't think a lot of people are doing that. So that's what fits me.
Do you think that you've found this style because of the way your career has gone? Because I feel like a lot of people start with comedy, right? And then they get into TV.
Oh, I'm ass
into
backwards.
movies.
I'm ass backwards.
Yeah, you did TV, you did movies, TV,
Yes.
and now you're like, okay, now it's time to do the stand-up part.
Yes, I did it all backward. You're supposed to start with stand-up. I was like, I'm going to be a great dramatic actor. Then I was like, no, I'm going to be a great comedic actor. No, then I'm going to learn to write movies. No, I'm going to be a producer. And then I realized after being all that, I was a star for a long time. And I was like, I want superstardom. What don't I know? What's missing? And I just got real humble, and I was like, the stage. I've always been scared of the stage. Let me go conquer that and let everything come together. And that's exactly what happened. Me going on the stage has literally taken me from like an artist to like a visionary. And I think about my business different. I think about my life different. I think about my family different. Idle hands is the devil's workshop. I don't have idle hands. I'm busy working and grinding, and you see the development. You can watch my work over the past like 7 to 8 years, and you're like, wow, he was good when he first came out, but he's getting I'm getting solid. Like I'm impressing myself at this point with my dramatic work, with my stand-up, with my writing, and just putting it all together. And you know, you got to own it. And I never wanted to own it until I felt like I was it. And until then, I don't want to be like a false prophet or say things just because, oh, I'm insecure and I need to say this. No, I really feel really good about what I'm doing. I feel special. It took me 35 years in this industry to feel special. I feel special.
Now, speaking of feeling special, I feel like people have always looked at you in a very special way. Specifically, I have always heard he's the fine one.
No, that was Sean.
No, they listen.
Girl, you
I'm
know how
trying
many
to tell
women
you.
pushed me out the way to get to
I'm
Sean
trying
and
to
that pretty hair.
I'm
And
telling you.
them soft lips and them almond-shaped eyes. Look, even I was looking at him like, damn, he's handsome. My mama used to call Sean, that's my best work. What about me, mama? You know, not every night is as good as the others, you know?
No, I know women that are just like, oh, because you were here a few.
That's because now they old.
Is that what it is? Because
Yeah,
you were
they're
here.
like, Keenan old. That Damon got too much great, but Damon can still catch it. Sean, I don't know. He just, that Marlon, he got that energy. Marlon look like he'd go 2-3 rounds.
Is that what it is? Yeah. That's why they like you now.
Yeah.
Because you were here a few years ago, and I posted a picture with you on Instagram, and everybody was like, girl, how did he smell? How did he feel? He's so fine.
Wow. Are you
And,
sure it wasn't Sean?
You're the fine one.
That's nice. I never thought I was the fine one. I thought I was gifted in other ways, but fine wasn't it.
No, you got it.
No, Sean got, I used to always say Sean got the looks. God gave me that package.
Okay. All right. I should have known that was coming. I felt the setup coming, and I missed it. I should have swerved.
You can't see my beauty.
Okay. All right. Okay. Let's talk about Scary Movie.
Oh, okay, sure. That's a good segue.
Can we go into that real quick?
Yes.
Tell us the story of how you was robbed and how you've been unrobbed now.
It's too long of a story. Just
the abbreviated, the
abbreviated.
Cliff Notes.
We did part 1. It was a huge hit. We did part 2. It was also a hit. Wanted to do 3, and we was like, if we're gonna do 3, you guys made a lot of money on 1 and 2. We want a better deal. They were like, no. So they announced they were gonna do it without us, and we was like, okay, cool. And then they crapped out on the development because it's really hard to do parody and you can't mimic what we do. Mm-hmm. And then we was like, yo, we got this idea. We could do it. They was like, will you do a part 3? And we had a great take on part 3. And we pitched them the idea because we were developing something different. And they stole that idea. Well, we told them it was going to cost X amount of dollars if you want this with this kind of back end. And they said, okay, cool. So we had the meeting. They loved the idea. And then we left the room and they offered us what we got on Scary Movie 1. So basically, me and my brothers was like, all right, so you guys are bad businessmen. And they was like, F you. And they took the idea and they went on and did Scary Movie 3. And then they did Scary Movie 4. And then when they did Scary Movie 5, I was like, okay, let me show you what we do. And I did a haunted house for $1.5 million. They wound up making 70. They tried to buy it. I was like, no. And they made Scary Movie 5 for, I don't know, maybe $70 million. And it bombed in the box office. And then they were doing the new Scary Movie, and they changed. They were terrible people to Weinstein. So one brother's in jail. I hope terrible things. I hope
he's talking about Harvey Weinstein. For those who
I
don't know.
hope he didn't find Diddy's baby old stash, and he's just getting it raw and crazy.
Wow.
and chafed.
Wow.
And his brother, they took their company, the Weinstein's company, they took the Miramax, and now they had a new CEO, which is new chairman, which is John Glickman, and I'm friendly with John. He produced Respect, so I know him, and he was like, "Yo, we're gonna do the next scary movie. We should have you guys." They were developing it, and the script wasn't great, and it was like, "We need that Wayans flavor," and I was like, "All right, cool, let's put together a deal, let's do it." And I round up my brothers, and I was like, "Let's go get it, and let's go do this one for the tribe." So we're getting back together and hopefully we'll make a classic. People need these laughs. It's funny. It came at a perfect time. People need these laughs.
We do.
We just need to laugh again.
So justice for the Wayans brothers.
There's
been all kinds of justice,
it's just
really.
God, man. Everything is God, right? And you can't be mad. You learn a lot through all the terrible things you go through, and you go through fire, and you go through storms, and you come out with rainbows and pots of gold. And, we went through the perfect storm, and we came out with a rainbow, and hopefully it'll be a pot of gold.
Congratulations.
And it's
I'm happy
survival
for y'all.
in this business. And keep your head up, keep your mind, stop giving everything away, lean toward, understand for all talent, know that you're not just talent, you're a visionary, you're a brand, you're more than just, hey, let me buy everything from you. No, you can buy this part of that, but
you are a
own your
visionary,
business.
you are a brand.
Yes.
I like that.
Everybody.
From the fine one, Marlon Wayans.
No, from the packaged.
I'm sorry, the packaged one, Lord. There were two things. I tried to avoid that, and then I wondered if we were going to avoid the baby oil thing, but no.
Oh, no, we did, but that came.
It just.
But it wasn't a direct shot.
No, it was more of a Harvey shot.
Yeah.
Hoping that there's no baby oil in his life.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. I know Diddy and his kids, so I refrain from taking hard shots at him. I pray for the family. I know the kids.
Listen, I think about those kids every time I see a Diddy story. I'm automatically thinking about the kids, especially the twins, because they're so young and have gone through everything that they have gone through.
Yeah, and I think, and we live in a very unforgiving. We live in a despicable world. Like nobody has privacy. Nobody can hurt. Nobody. We are just public lynching everybody. And I hope people are proud. My dad would be so happy because he was always like, the day is coming. God's going to come. God's going to come. And it feels so toxic that I really feel like God's going to come. He's the only one that's going to clean up this mess.
Well, listen, in the meantime, we've got you for the laughs at DPAC tonight. I heard that there are just a couple of seats left, so get yours. Congratulations to everybody that won those for free this past week on the radio. And,
I'm pissed off you won for free. I'd rather you paid for it.
I know.
Did I say that out loud? What had happened was
Look, every artist and comedian is secretly thinking, y'all gave away how many for free?
I don't care. You know
many?
what? I like a packed house. I want people laughing. That's all. The more people that get in, the more people laugh. Come on through, get these laughs. I'm real proud of this show, and joke's on me.
All right. Well, thank you so much. We look forward to tonight. How do we follow you online?
At Marlon everywhere. At Marlon on Instagram for tickets. MarlonWaynesOfficial.com. That's my website. Also, I'm going to be. Marlon Wayans Facebook, Marlon Wayans Snapchat, Marlon Wayans TikTok. I'm going to be at Missy Lane's Assembly Room tomorrow night. I'm doing a cut and light for my cigar company, Ligo Tridente, and I'll be there. So you could come hang out with me and smoke some cigars after the show. So after the shows, this is the kind of after parties I do. I'm 52. I'm not trying to stand on a couch. I'd rather have me a nice whiskey, some cigars, meet some great people, and have some conversation,
Well, they all think you're the fine one, so the ladies will be there.
Now they know I'm hung.
I
am the cigar. I'm a Robusto.
Oh, God.
No, I ain't a Robusto. I'm a Maduro.
Sorry, FCC, for all of this. Please don't take our license. Thank you.
Why? Package. Like I'm the full package.
You're the full package.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah. I'm sure the FCC will see nothing wrong with that.
Absolutely
Everything's
not.
going to be fine.
Of course, because you're the complete package.
Thank you.
right?
Okay. It works, yes. What he said. Yeah, there'll be no problems. Thank you, Marlon Wayans. Okay, goodbye. Before we get in trouble, goodbye.
Bye.
Thank you.